This month I moved to Norway, visited a castle, met Signe, had dinner, baked my shoes, had the best weekend of my life, shot some time lapses, went to a birthday festival, and made a crapload of videos. Let's talk about that. Hello people of YouTube and welcome to a summary of August 2015. This was a roller coaster of happenings, locations, emotions. So let's just start with the obvious start of the month. I have moved to Norway. On the 1st of August, me and my mom stepped into our overly full Renault Twingo. Obviously I shot a video of that. And we drove down to Copenhagen in Denmark for the first night, where we stayed for one night. I'm not entirely sure what to think of Copenhagen. I loved the views and how the city center looked. It was gorgeous, completely gorgeous, but the atmosphere was weird, just weird. Then after our night in Copenhagen, we went on to Halden, where I am right now. We drove through Sweden and had the best carrot cake at a lovely little rest stop. Trust me when I say that that particular rest stop needs to be Sweden's #1 tourist attraction just because of their carrot cake, because it was awesome. And well, yes, here we are sitting in my little studio in Halden, Norway for one semester. Then on August the 3rd, my mom and I went to do some touristy stuff in Halden, just exploring the city a little bit, and we went to Fredriksten Fortress, which is a fortress, believe it or not, high up on a hill in Halden. And the views from there are just magnificent. You can see Sweden from there. Sweden is like 2 kilometers from my house, but still you can see Sweden from the fortress, which is quite interesting. And it's free and you can just walk around there for however long you like. It's magnificent. It's a lovely place. So if you are looking for little touristy spots in Norway, come down to Halden, to the Fredriksten Fortress. Then in, I think, my first weekend I met Signe. Signe lives about 2 hours away from me and she came down to Halden and we did some more exploring, went to the fortress again because why the hell not. Shot 2 collabs, you can find the video links in the description as well as in some fancy annotation on the screen right now. Quite like doing some plain old collabing, I haven't done that in a long time. So yeah, that was meeting Signe. Also on that same day there was a weird kind of American car / Norwegian redneck gathering in Halden, which was quite an interesting experience, just walking around the lovely little city. It was filled with Norwegian rednecks and their huge American cars. It was odd. Weird contrast. Then after that weekend I had introduction week for my university, because I am here for university. And then just out of the blue, very spontaneous, I had just dinner with some other exchange students. I was having coffee with some Spanish exchange students, and then one of the French girls walked in and she just invited us for having quiche with her. And it was lovely, great quiche as well. French people are apparently fantastic cooks. There you go, quiche. Made me feel very welcome, which was really nice. Then, my beloved people of YouTube, I did the following, pretty much against all of your advice. So, this is potentially the worst decision I've ever made, but I washed my shoes. It is 2 days before Summer in the City, and I really want to take these shoes to Summer in the City because even though they look really crappy and they're really old, they walk the best. And I'm guessing I'm going to be doing a lot of walking at Summer in the City. But I washed them, and they simply don't want to dry, as shoes do, which makes sense. But yeah, as you can see, I put them in the oven. I don't know if this was a good decision at all, as I said. So if they, catch on fire, I'll show you some more. Yeah. After my shoes were dry, I headed down to London for Summer in the City 2015. I'm not gonna repeat everything I said in the vlogs. You can see the vlogs here in the annotation that's somewhere on the screen right now. So if you haven't seen those yet, they're quite good. I quite like them. So go watch the Summer in the City vlogs and experience it with me. It was just, again, the best weekend of my life so far. Of course, the ordinary filmmaking stuff goes on as well, so I shot a few time lapses this month, I think 3. One during the night of the annual meteor showers. I unfortunately didn't capture any meteors, but that's quite alright, still quite a nice time lapse. I did an ordinary sky lapse, as I like to call them, just the sky floating by basically. And at a moment that I was quite bored, I made a time lapse of me doing the dishes. As we do. We're not entirely there yet. Last weekend I went to Cygnus' dad's birthday festival. To celebrate his 50th birthday, they basically organized a tiny music festival with an actual professional stage and performances, and Cygnus performed as well, which was quite awesome. Also, the Berg family is incredibly lovely, and I just love that everyone just approached me and spoke English to me instead of just ignoring my presence and blabbing Norwegian. I shot a lot of footage there, as I do. They asked me to bring my camera equipment and stuff, and I shot a lot of the performances and just some general b-roll, which I'm gonna edit down to a lovely little event overview video, which then brings me to this. If you need anything captured on tape, you can always hire me for all of your cinematography purposes. Aside from porn. I'm not gonna shoot any porn for you. So this video was long and quite varied. Editing, Tom, how much time did you need so far for editing this?
A good 10 hours by now.
Right, yeah, I'm sorry. It was just an exciting month, you know.
That's quite alright, but please just make next month a little bit less exciting.
I'll try my best. And on that note, I want to say, gonna take it a bit slower on the video side of things. Again, I pumped out a fuckload of videos. I don't know what my voice did there, but just emotion just hit me there. I pumped out so many videos last month, and I can't keep that up throughout this semester. Even though I am very inspired, so there is still a lot of content incoming, it's just gonna be a bit slower. I'm sure you understand. I'm a student. I need my time for other things as well, unfortunately. Very last thing, I am speedrunning Norwegian on Duolingo, and I just wanted to tell you this. Hi, jeg heter Tom. Just in case you didn't know that yet. That was it for August 2015. Thank you very much for watching. You can click there to subscribe to this channel, and you can click there to watch my previous video, which is the last Summer in the City video, on which we didn't really go to Summer in the City anymore because it was the day after. Either way, thank you for watching. Do these things. I'll see you next time. Ciao!